This is part 2 of my gaming headphone comparison. Part 1 I was comparing the Turtle Beach X04 Stealth with the Sony 7506 and the Fidelio X2. So in this one I now have the Astro A40 TR. This is the 2016 model. I've been using it with the Mixamp Pro TR from Astro, and I'm going to do a separate video just on this. It really deserves its own full in-depth video. So I'm mostly going to talk about this compared to the Fidelio X2, because in my last video I talked about how the X2 has the best audio quality, but I did have some quality control issues, and I actually bought another one to find out if my problems I was having it was actually part of the problem. So first of all, with the Astro A40, when I first put these on right out of the box, they were the most comfortable headphones I've ever had tried on without even stretching them out. They do start to get sore on me since, which I'll talk about, and it's actually, you can adjust these really well. But it was a really great feeling right out of the box. Once they start getting a bit sore, what's great about them is these actually twist this way for when you have around your neck, but because of that twist, you can even twist it a little bit the other way, and it takes off a lot of pressure. I'm thinking one of the problems I have with the comfort of the X2, which there was a quality control problem I will get into, but the problem I think I have with the X2 for comfort might be because I wear glasses. And there are some people who say that over-ear headphones, which both of these are, if you wear glasses, that will cause a problem. So that might be some of my comfort problem with the glasses. With these, I can actually twist it that other way to take the pressure off, and it's not perfect, but it's a lot more comfortable than any other over-the-ear headphones I've certainly had. Now with the Fidelios, I found out it was a quality control program with a lot of the pain I was having, whereas the second one I got, the right moves a lot more here than it did on the original one I had. So it was really pinching here. It was putting, or I should say, it's putting a lot more pressure on my ear, and it was really hurting. Whereas this, I don't get that at all. So that was a problem. There's all sorts of quality controls they've been having recently with these headphones. Now, having said that, it made it a lot more comfortable, but it still has the same sort of pinching problem I get with these. But if I try twisting it a little bit, it just starts moving back and starts pinching again, which these don't do. These also get hot fairly fast when you have them on, which is another discomfort. They also, to me, move around more. I have to constantly adjust them, whereas these I don't adjust nearly as much, and these keep your ears cool the whole time. So I have somebody else try these on, and they actually thought the X2s felt more comfortable. They were just trying it on for a few minutes. There are people who think these are the most comfortable headphones they've ever tried, and there's other people who have comfort problems like I still do, just not as bad as before. I actually have never really heard anybody say these are uncomfortable yet. So to me, from a comfort perspective, these still are the best while not perfect, they're the most comfortable headphones I've tried since. And that's a huge thing. When you're using these for gaming, when you're playing for hours, you have to have comfort, And also I should mention the weight. These are built very strong, a lot of metal. And although these, you don't feel the weight that much with the way that this sort of has this suspension, when you put these on, they're noticeably lighter. So even though these will feel fairly light, I really like how much more lighter these are. Now the Sony 7506s were even lighter than this, but these are so light at times, if you get it put on properly, you won't even really feel it at all after a while. So that's sort of, the comfort side of it. When we get into sound quality now, the X2 still are noticeably better for quality. I think these are the overall best gaming headphones, regardless of money, in terms of your sound quality. You'll get some headphones that are better mids or highs but won't have bass. You'll have others that are better in bass but won't be as good in mids or highs. So this really is overall. I've spent months researching these headphones, reading every review, watching every video, and these to me are the overall best for sound quality. But for me, the comfort has to be there. The other thing is, if you haven't heard these, you don't know what you're missing. So if you go out and you buy the Astro A40s, you'll see endless people talk about how incredible the sound is, how great it is. And it is, if you have not heard proper audiophile headphones, such as the X2s. So, but having said that, these are certainly significantly better than the Turtle Beach X04 Stealth. 7506s is sort of saying what I said in the first one. They're better in the mids and highs. They're more clear, but the bass isn't really there, and the comfort isn't there on the 7506s. With this as well, you can also mod these. So these come off, and you can put on different plates to make it a closed back instead of open back. You can actually get aftermarket companies that will put on. That'll give you a lot better pads. Even Astro has their mod kit pads, but you can get other companies that'll put on different pads for these as well, which are supposed to make it more comfortable, and which is what I would be tempted to buy. All this stuff just comes off with magnets. One thing I got to say is Astro's done an incredible job here in their packaging, their marketing, the things that they've done to this, just that gamers would really love and really like. Now the build quality of this is, people say it seems high quality plastic to them. It seems sort of cheap plastic to me, especially up here in the band, and especially when compared with the very high quality materials used. I mean, this is all, metal or aluminum all here with the X2s, but I actually like it better. That's what's giving you that reduction in weight, is having that plastic. So as long as nothing breaks, which I don't think it will. Now, I'm not sure how much these can stretch out. These can stretch out, and this is metal in here that you can really stretch them out and loosen them up if they're tight. These I'm not sure, because it does seem like there's a little bit of metal in here on either side, but you're getting all this plastic, and I'm not sure how that would work with stretching it out. I have heard that these 2016 models are more tight than previous. I'm not sure. So, I'll keep trying these. I've had them for, not that long, so I'm not sure how much, if any, they are going to stretch out. Also, when you move your head with these on, it's like it makes a noise. It's a bit hard to explain, but I read people saying certain headphones make noises when they move, and it's really annoying. And I thought, I've never heard that before, but here I have on these. But you're not really moving your head around a lot when you're playing a game, so it's just a very minor issue on it. And apart from that, it obviously does have the detachable cable that comes with it, which is also important for gaming, and it has this digital mute switch that comes with it. In terms of the sound quality, again, one thing with the Mixamp Pro that I've been using with it, which again I'll do a full review on, is it has equalizer settings. So you can make this sound so many different ways as you can with these plugged into the same device. So in terms of bass, like this is more low bass. which I actually prefer, but this is more of a an impact type bass that I think most people will like. These actually are great for movies. These obviously are better for movies, but these are great, uh, especially with the Mixamp Pro. Uh, it was incredible how these can sound on a film. So right now, to me, given all the headphones I mentioned in part 1 and 2, I'm right now thinking of just keeping these. Once you start listening to this for a while, you forget the differences in audio quality that you're getting with the X2. The comfort level is more important to me than anything at all. I haven't done a lot of extensive testing with the microphone that comes with this, which you can actually put on either side. I haven't done much testing about that yet. I mean, there's people in the past said they had some problems of it cutting in and out, and others are saying they don't. And there's always firmware updates that Astro is doing to correct any problems. I don't really see that being a problem. Of course, if you buy these, you have to buy an external mic, which you certainly can get. There are some great ones. V-Moda has one of the best ones out there that you get for that. And this obviously comes with this. I think for people who are concerned with cost, I do agree with a lot of people who have been saying that, that these really are, more overly priced than they should be for the quality you're getting. They should bring them down a bit. The Mixamp Pro, I think, is great for what it's priced at. Yeah. And again, I'll get into that review soon. But that's so far, my comparison. If anybody has any questions, I'll certainly answer them all. But so far these are, more so for comfort than anything else, are my favorite headphones for gaming and for watching films. Because a film, you're sitting there for 2 hours or so, you want comfort as well. For listening to music, I'm not going to be using it for this at all. I actually had somebody who has not experience with headphones at all try both of these on for 10 minutes, and they actually couldn't tell the difference in sound quality, which was surprising to me. But it also, I think, means you have to have at least some, your ears have to be somewhat trained in hearing what quality is, because it's such a big difference when it comes to music. But I mention that because a lot of people may not notice the difference then. And especially, again, they're only listening to it for maybe 10 minutes. First time I ever put these on, I instantly noticed how incredible the X2 sound. I mean, it sounded exactly how I would want my music to sound. But maybe the average person isn't even going to really notice the difference very much. These also seem to be, the drivers in here seem to be angled, which is really interesting because that's what the X2s do. And so they angle inside while you have them on, so that it's directing the sound more towards your ears, which is great. And these have some great sound stage. This sound stage is certainly more like, meaning you'll hear more outside the headphones, but especially with that Mixamp Pro, it's got incredible sound stage on it. But that's it. Again, anyone has any questions, I will try to answer them if I can then.